It's Sunday morning, and every decent man and woman is listening to Test Miles with Nick Miles on FM News 101 KXL. Buckle in.
It's Sunday morning, time to talk cars for the next 60 minutes on your weekly automotive radio experience. I'm Nick Miles. You're listening to America's Automotive Radio Show, keeping you connected to the automotive world. Locally created and nationally celebrated. This morning, if you want to go to my Facebook page, which is NIKJMILES, you can actually see what goes on in the studio. We are live on Facebook right now, looking at pictures, and we have 9 viewers. Let's see if we can get that to 10 before the end of the hour. Is that enough?
We have that many in the studio.
Yes, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then outside the studio, we got about another 5 other people. So there's like over 10 people. Maybe that's just the people who are here that are watching it on Facebook. What's on today's show? Fun and exciting cars that we've been driving. We'll talk about those. My little brother, Kyle Keenan, is here. He's going to be in studio talking about his latest expert, I would say, adventures is the best word to put it. Motorcycle safety. We're going to talk about getting ready for the spring. Jeff Earls is here from Team Oregon. He's going to show us and tell us why we should be getting ready for the warmer weather. And honored to have Bob Lanfear Jr. here from Buy Bob and Beaverton Motorcycle. We're going to be talking about a lot of bikes today. And hopefully we have time to get to it. Ryan is going to be here from Afterglow to talk about some Mother's all chrome spray to keep that bike nice and shiny. So, what have I been driving? Well, I had a great chance to get into the Buick Cascada. This is their new small convertible. It comes made as a convertible in America. It has pop-up roll bars, forward collision alert, departure warning, stability tracks, and rear and front park assist. 1.6-liter engine, 4-cylinder, 200 horsepower, 6-speed automatic, front-wheel drive, about 27 miles a gallon. Look, there is nothing you get from the Beetle convertible, which is a 2-door. And then there's basically nothing until you get to the luxury cars. That's it.
I really like the look of this car. Yeah. I've seen it and been hounding to actually get in this before you.
It's not going
to happen.
It's an Opel in the European markets, but they haven't actually brought a convertible out. This was purposely made as a convertible. It has a base and premium model. All the things that you expect from Buick, including in Interlink 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, 7-inch touchscreen, hands-free calling, navigation. Base price, $33,000. If you pack it up, $36,000.
Is this the one we're seeing on the ads on TV now?
Yeah, they're pushing
with the couple
this.
Taking off.
There is nothing in the marketplace above the Beetle convertible. So if you're ready for some summer driving for all of the 3 months that we have in Oregon, this is the car to buy.
I think the ads resonate where the people mistake that vehicle for not being a Buick.
Yeah,
and it looks good.
It does. It looks good. They did a good job. All right, so great things do come in small packages. Kyle Keenan is here. If you don't know who Kyle is, here are some of his attributes. 2015 NWR SCCA STL champion. 2015 Oregon SCCA B-Spec champion. I got a whole list here. I could go all the way down, even down to he is taller than Rico Abaru, who is only 4'4". Kyle, you sent me an email.
I'm also taller than you.
Yeah, that's a lie. We know that.
I've got 11 people here as proof.
All right, hands up. Who says?
I didn't see.
I don't see any hands. Man. I don't see any hands.
I saw some Queen boots on him when you guys measured.
Yeah, you see. There you go. This is what Kyle's email said. I kind of miss you and have some exciting news regarding the Ridge and the karting program. Go, Kyle.
I can't.
You can't top that? You can't top many of us.
I mean, the whole I miss you part was a bit of a lie, but...
oh, pal! Right in the sucker.
No, we're good. So I'm actually going to step up and be the program director for the OGP kart track, which is called the Olympic Grand Prix kart track right there at the Ridge Motorsports Park in Shelton, Washington, and really excited about it.
So they have... The Ridge itself is a pretty amazing, highly elevated, full-class racetrack.
Correct.
And then they have a kart track, which is exactly a fifth of the size of the Ridge Motorsports Park, and it has exactly the same elevation.
Correct. Yeah, I was actually up there yesterday and Friday, and on both tracks back and forth, and yeah,
Isn't it ironic that they put you on the smaller track?
I don't even know how to come back at that. I'm just glad we didn't play the Short People song that we played last time I was here.
Brad was the one that had that queued up. Brad, you missed out on that one. All right, so let's be serious. Let's talk about the karting program. Is this something that you do for fun? Is it something that people come and do because they're serious karters? I mean, there's a lot of guys that get into motor racing. They get into karting
it
first.
Depends. You know, I started racing karts when I was 6 years old, and karting still plays a big role in my training program and things like that. Just because it's so raw. You know, there's no ABS, there's no traction control, there's no power steering, there's no suspension even. So it's all driver. And we've got a really good amount of rental karts up at the Ridge that are very well taken care of. And so you're able to sit in those karts and go out there and battle it out with, you know, guys like me who race all the time, who are back and forth between the kart track and the car track, to even, you know, racing with your buddies and short people like you. So
are these rentable for like corporate events too? So
correct.
You can book the track and
absolutely.
team building kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to the website, olympicgrandprix.com, and my contact info is on there. And you can send me an email and bring up all your buddies and
your best short joke.
And your best short joke.
Yeah, send those to Kyle too. Seriously, this is kind of a big step for you. So now you're in charge of a program to educate others.
Correct. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. And, you know, I've done a lot of professional coaching and things like that from a driving standpoint. And so I'm kind of looking forward to taking a more broader role, I guess, in a driving program to
I will tell you, I'd really honor you for the whole race car thing, because I have had some amazing opportunities on track. I drove a Mercedes SLS Black. I've driven Vipers. I've driven ZL1s, a lot of things on track. I'm horrible on a track. I'm really horrible. Even with some of the best German race car drivers from the BMW team sitting next to me, I'm still horrible on a track, but I don't mind being horrible on a track.
You're one of the few media people that actually admit that. Having put on those media events for years, the worst day is when you have the track day and let out the media guys.
You stick me on a gravel road in a diesel 350 turbo diesel vehicle, I'll show you a thing or two. I drove an ambulance for 7 years in the city, and I can handle a big heavy vehicle at speed. But when you get into little things that are as light as a feather, like a Miata, or you get into go-karts, I drove Pat's Acres on a go-kart once, and I just can't corner those things. I need the back end to slide out. It needs to weigh about 6,000 pounds before I know what to do with it.
That, or you need to lose some weight.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do, because I'm way too heavy for those go-karts. The idea is that people can come up and be educated by you, take classes, or how does it work?
So like right now, 11 to 7 is our weekend hours. So you can come up there anytime between 11 a.m. to 7
Wait, so
p.m.
you're going to be there every weekend, 11 to 7?
I won't be, no, but I'm going to make my best effort to be. We have a really good staff on hand that takes care of the day-to-day stuff. And then I'm in charge of like setting up leagues, corporate events, and things like that. And all that will be announced shortly on our website as well. So.
In the next few minutes that we have left, on the minute we have left or so before we take a break, your race season starts next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend we're going down to Thunder Hill for the first SCCA Majors race of the year. And
what are you racing this time?
I'm going to be driving the Team KBR Kia Rio with help from Hoosier Tire. We might drag down a second car. I'm not really going to say too much on that, but I'll let you guys be the first ones to know as soon as I find out. Is that a backup
in case you do something wrong?
No, it's just us taking another car.
You're trying to tell us without
class.
tell us, aren't you?
Yeah. It's just I'm very addicted to driving race cars, and so why drive one when you can drive 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6?
Exactly, and there's a new Kia Rio I think coming this year too. So
GT.
Oh, GT is going to be exciting for you.
Yeah, I think my buddy Bob and I might have to talk and put a program together for that, because I think that might be a good thing rolling there. So.
All right. Will you keep us up to date on what's going on?
Absolutely.
Remind us one more time before we go to break how people get hold of you if they want to go karting.
They can hit us up on our website at olympicgrandprix.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Olympic Grand Prix. So,
Kyle Keenan, always good to talk to you. Thanks for coming on the show. Still to come on the show, we're going to talk bikes. Jeff Earls is going to be here talking about Team Oregon and how to make sure you're safe coming this spring. And Bob Lanfear Jr. himself going to be in studio talking about motorcycles, what's hot, what's not, and what you can get right now if you're going to get into the motorcycle world. That's all coming up on Test Miles. I'm Nick Miles.